Namaste, all friends. Welcome to the very first session of this TOT program. Yeah, so the good thing is we are going to journey together for the next 6 months. So that's the most beautiful thing. Collectively, from different countries, with the single intent of mastering ourselves, self-mastery, self-realization, self-love, self-healing. So this will be the collective agenda. And the intention is pure. And only people who are ready and people who are very sincere are here. So this in itself is a beautiful thing. Where you are staying in different countries, more than 10, 12 countries from different continents, right from Australia to America. So from across the globe, from different countries, with a single intent to make our life a little more beautiful. And also to serve the society. The gathering of this sincere people in itself is a beautiful thing. And number two, we are going to journey together. I'm going to learn a lot from you people. When there is a dialogue between a student and a teacher, the student also learns, the teacher also learns. The student learns new things, the teacher perfects his own learning. So I'm very excited for this journey towards this journey. 3 to 4 hours every day, we are going to spend time with our own selves. That itself is a beautiful thing. Every day, 3 to 4 hours, 1 hour of meditation, 1 hour of self-reflection, reading books, and 1 hour watching the videos. And when you are watching the videos, again, you are going through a lot of self-reflection. Your understanding fine-tunes. And when you are journaling, again, you are reflecting. So if you divide 24 hours, 4 hours is for you. And the rest of the 20 hours is an exam for you. 4 hours you are doing sadhana, you are giving the energy and you're spending time for yourself. But the rest of the time is your exam. How you speak, how you live your life, how you handle your challenges, how you slowly respond. From reacting, you start responding. You start accepting. How you are handling your most terrible challenges and still come out in flying colors. So your real test will be in your day-to-day life. Many people, they think meditation is the success of meditation is empty mind. Many people think the success of meditation is to have an empty mind. That is a wrong understanding. The success in meditation is not to have empty mind, but rather to live a happy life, a peaceful life, a life of contemplation, a life of celebration, a life of service. In fact, you cannot empty the mind. You cannot program to empty the mind. The very purpose of meditation is to live a happy life, is to live a healthy life. Whenever I refer to health, I refer to holistic health, which involves physical health, emotional, mental health, psychological, intellectual, spiritual, and the final social health. When it comes to this, social health means how you deal with the people around you. That is a social health. So our focus is on health, well-being. When we are holistically healthy, naturally we are happy. So health and happiness is going to be our motto for the next 6 months. When you are healthy and happy, naturally you become an inspiration to other people. It's a work in progress. Whether you are able to empty the mind in meditation or not, we are least bothered. Whether meditation happens to you or not, we are least bothered. What is more important is you are not opening the eyes. You are sincere to the process. You underline, write down and underline in bold letters. You are sincere to the process. When we say let us do meditation 1 hour, so 1 hour you don't open your eyes. That's all is expected. And no expectations. Absolutely no expectations. We don't care about third eye visions. We don't care about astral travel. We don't care about anything. Our only focus is, are we sincere towards ourselves? Are we trusting the process? Closing the eyes, you are sitting comfortable and you're spending time with your own self, with your own breath. That matters. And the real test is in the wakeful life. 4 hours we are spending time for us towards our own realization, self-realization, reading books, meditating, Sajjana Sangatya, all those things 4 hours maximum. The rest of the time is a test. So the success in our meditation journey, or in other words, the success in this TOT program, this is very important. You need to understand this framework. The success of this TOT program is how you deal with your life, how you live your life. Is there a change in your perception of life? You have become a better version of yourself. And you are happy with yourself, and people around you are happy with you. That is the success of the TOT program. And you are very grounded. You are very practical. You are grounded, you are very practical, and you are very simple. That is the success of TOT program. You don't speak airy-fairy language. You speak simple words. You live a simple life. You speak simple words. You live a life of truth. So that is the success of TOT program. Finally, you can say the conclusion is you are fully in the path of dharma. You are doing your dharma. You know the truth. You have realized the truth. And you are following your dharma. You are living your dharma. That is the success of TOT program. Nothing else. Very simple. Knowing the truth, realizing the truth is very much essential for you to live a life full of dharma. In fact, you living a life in totality in itself is a dharma. Dharma means soul duty. Truth relates to realization, dharma relates to action. Your realization happens from within. Your dharma is your external effect. Truth is the cause, dharma is the effect. The outcome of the realization of the truth is nothing but dharma. When you follow your dharma, when you live your dharma, that means that is the outcome, that is the flowering of your own self-realization. Your self-realization, if your self-realization is a flowering process, your dharma is nothing but the fragrance. The fragrance of the flower, it spreads everywhere. Once the flowering happens, the fragrance naturally spreads everywhere. Similarly, once you are a realized person, you cannot be in the path of adharma. You will live the life of dharma. This is what Krishna said in the battlefield, Kurukshetra. Whenever there is adharma on the planet Earth, I'll come back again and again to uphold the dharma. So we are going to be the teachers. We are going to be a living example of how to live a dharmic life. We are all going to become enlightened masters. To a certain extent, we are already in the path. So we are going to fully live in our dharma. So that is the very intention of this TOT program. Now the intention is very clear. The plan is also very clear. What steps we are going to do, how we are going to handle it, that is also very clear. 2 days per week, 90 minutes, 90 minutes. Saturday 90 minutes, Sunday 90 minutes. 7 to 8:30. We will gather here for Sajjana Sangatya, for interactions, for question and answers. And the rest of the days, we have to focus on our self-discipline. You write down self-discipline, the word self-discipline, and underline it. Discipline relates to the self. Nobody can externally discipline you. You have to discipline yourself. The very meaning of the word self-discipline means you are disciplining yourself. You are disciplining yourself, for the betterment of yourself, for the realization of yourself, for the mastery of yourself, for the love of yourself. So when it comes to self-discipline, write down the points. The first and the foremost point is meditation. The first thing you get up in meditation, the first thing you get up in the morning, quickly get ready and sit for meditation. That is self-discipline. You are going to have everyday meditation starting from tomorrow, early morning, India time, 4:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. for 90 minutes. You will be sent a flyer, you will be sent a link to join. It will not be telecasted in the YouTube. It will be only on the Zoom. So the first step in the self-discipline is you are disciplining yourself to sit in meditation every day. It is a compulsory part of the course. People who live in certain countries where the time is not feasible, only to those people we have given an exception that they can meditate in their early morning time. Suppose you are living in UK or Australia or America, you can meditate in your own early morning time between 4:30 and 6. This is called Brahma Muhurt, where your creativity will be very high during that time. Brahma means creation. Your own soul creativity will, the potential, your own soul potential, your own creativity will be very high during that time. So when you meditate during that time, you are in touch with your own soul creativity. So we have a Zoom session every day, 4:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. Indian Standard Time. But people living in other countries, you have to meditate in your own respective times. The first thing in the morning, get up early, discipline yourself, get up early. Discipline relates to the body mostly. You have to tell your body that I want to get up. No lazing around. Get up, quickly get ready, take a quick shower, and then sit in meditation. Allocate a particular space in your house where that space is clean. Every day you clean before going to bed. Prepare the fragrances, everything ready. The next day morning, you light the fragrance, turn on the fragrance, or you can burn incense sticks, agarbattis. But make sure you clean the place before you go to bed. So that means you are telling your body, you're preparing your body that tomorrow morning I'm going to come and meditate here. So that helps to instruct the body to wake up early. So the preparation starts the previous night. So the previous night, you prepare the space and your body automatically follows. So get up early in the morning. You also select which music you want to play. I'm telling for the people who are not going to be part of the morning Zoom session. So select the music, which music you want to play. So quickly get up, fresh up, sit, turn on the fragrance, turn on the music and meditate. You can select a music track of 1 hour. And once the music finishes, that means you have meditated for 1 hour. So for that 1 hour, you close your eyes and be with your breath without any expectations. So this is the first step in the self-discipline process. Very important step. For some reason, if you have missed meditation on one particular day, I'm giving you a very useful tip. For some reason, if you missed out meditation on one particular day, you should not sleep that day. Unless you meditate, you should not sleep. You have to tell yourself. If you didn't meditate on that particular day, you are not allowed to sleep. You have to first meditate and then only go to sleep. For some reason, if you missed out, you can cut down the sleep, but no compromise on the meditation. So this is a very essential part of this TOT program. So this is the way you become self-disciplined. A self-disciplined student becomes a great teacher. Once you know how to discipline yourself, then naturally, as a teacher, you know how to discipline the students. So this is the promise. This is a sacred promise you are going to give it yourself. And if you don't follow this for some reason, you are cheating your own self. You're not cheating others. I'm sure coming to this self-realization process, you don't want to cheat yourself. You want to come out of this Maya. You want to come out of this cycle of birth and death. You want to come out of this Dukkha Sagara, the ocean of misery. With that intent only you have come to this spiritual path. Now, after coming into the spiritual path, I don't think you will cheat yourself. So self-discipline. The first step in the self-discipline is morning meditation. For some reason, if you missed out meditation, you have to, your consciousness should tell you that don't sleep. Whatever tiredness you might be, whatever work you might have, you are not allowed to sleep until you meditate. So that should be the thumb rule, the golden rule. This you are imposing to yourself. That is the first point. The second one is in the self-discipline process. The second point is you have to take care of your food habits. When it comes to the food habits, minimum of 3 liters water per day. The whole day, minimum of 3 liters. 3 to 4 liters. Minimum is 3 liters. For some reason, if you cannot drink 3 liters, at least 2.5 liters. That is very much essential. You should be hydrated. Because when you're doing intense meditation, you receive a lot of cosmic energy. Your body goes through a lot of heat. So you need a lot of water to balance it. And also drinking plenty of water grounds you. The grounding happens naturally. So 3 liters of water minimum. And then 2 meals a day. Now this is all self-discipline process. 2 meals a day. If you're used to eating 3 meals a day, cut down to 2 meals a day. And 1 meal, eat king size. And the other meal just to satisfy your hunger. If possible, 1 meal cooked food, 1 meal raw foods like salads, fruits, juices. Get used to the plant-based food. If you are very hungry, you had a busy day, a lot of meetings, you're very tired, you feel like eating, no problem, you eat, but stick on to 2 meals maximum. Maximum 2 meals. And more than that, if you're hungry, you can eat fruits. This is very essential as part of the TOT program. Because the more you eat the right food, the limited food, the more your body will listen to you. If you eat 3 meals a day, you become lethargic. Once the body becomes tamasic, lethargic, lazy, then it doesn't cooperate for your intense sadhana. So stick on to 2 meal a day, no 3 meal. That is very strict. And out of the 2 meal, let 1 meal be fruits. So this I leave it to your choice. 2 meal a day is compulsory. Out of the 2 meal, 1 meal is cooked, 1 meal is uncooked. That is a recommendation. How you want to follow is your choice. And when you're buying fruits or vegetables in the market, as much as possible, try to buy organic foods, chemical free, pesticide free. And avoid rice. Instead, eat millets. Avoid white rice. Go for millets based food. There's so many, plenty of millets. Foxtail millet, small millet, barnyard millet. Okay, you have bajra, ragi, any millet. It's your choice. Why am I telling you to eat millets? When you eat millets, you don't feel hungry for the next 8 hours. If you eat white rice, you will feel hungry in the next 4 hours. So when you try to shift to millet-based diet, naturally you will not feel hungry and your body feel light, and you come out of all the lifestyle disorders like diabetes, blood pressure. All those things naturally comes to normal with the millets-based food. The only thing is you have to soak the millets minimum 6 hours. In the YouTube, there are a lot of videos. The recommended video is Kadar Valli. Kadar Valli is awarded the Millet Man of India. Kadar Valli. So he recommends 5 millets. And just if you eat this 5 millets every day, alternate day, one millet, all your illness naturally goes away, your body becomes healthy. I have experimented it myself. What experiment I did was, when I was eating millets, 1 meal a day is more than enough for me. I don't feel hungry. So if I'm eating millets, I'm happy to eat 1 meal, and before going to bed or in the evening, I'm happy to eat fruits. There is no urge to eat food because millets keeps you full, and also you cannot eat plenty of food. With millets, you feel full. It's even limited quantities. And also the other experiment is, because in my family, there were certain diabetic people, and just by eating millets, naturally their diabetes vanished in 3 months' time. In 3 months' time, their diabetes become very normal without taking any medicines. So this I've seen myself. So go for millets-based food. But some people, they say that uh, the eating millets, it increases the temperature in the body. See, sometimes it increases the temperature to certain body types because they don't soak the millets, number one. And number two, they don't take a lot of water intake. So when you're taking a lot of water and when you soak the millets, it is good enough. Right? So I'm telling you the points in the self-discipline in the food style. The next point is 30 minutes of exercise. Any exercise, yoga, pranayam, or going for a walk, any exercise, minimum 30 minutes. It is compulsory. As I say, meditation early in the morning is compulsory. I will say 30 minutes of exercise is also compulsory. What kind of exercise you want to do is your choice. You can go for cycling, you can go for running, you can go for jogging, you can go for walking, or for some reason you are living in a city where you have no opportunity even to walk, because when you walk there is a lot of pollution, then wash your own clothes for half an hour. Don't use washing machine. Wash your clothes. That itself becomes an exercise. Use a bucket and wash the clothes. Then that itself becomes a very good exercise. So no excuse for you. Sometimes people say, I live in Canada, outside it is minus 40 degrees, I cannot go out. What exercise I can do? You can do yoga, pranayam indoor. You have to deliberately do 30 minutes exercise. You sweeping the floor, you mopping the floor, you washing clothes, that itself becomes a natural exercise. So 30 minutes of deliberate exercise. And that 30 minutes you are focusing on exercising because you're putting the thoughts, I want my body to be healthy. So that intent matters. Because you're doing that exercise to have a healthy body. That intent matters. Your intent manifests into reality. So your intent of exercise to keep your body healthy, fit, is also part of the self-discipline. Okay. So now the next point. So the first point as part of the self-discipline we have covered. First thing in the morning, meditation, minimum 1 hour meditation. The second thing is the food habits. The third point is the exercise, 30 minutes. Now the fourth point. You have to read any books. We have recommended books. We have first list of, we have going to be in phased manner, we'll give you recommended books. So in the phase 1, there's 10 recommended books. Okay, so our team will send you the recommended books. And every day minimum 30 minutes of reading books. Minimum 30 minutes to 1 hour. 30 minutes to 1 hour you have to read book. What time you want to read the book is your choice. But you cannot go to sleep without reading the book. That should be the rule. You cannot sleep without reading the books. This is part of the self-discipline process. It should be every day till the end of this TOT program. You have joined this course for this discipline only. And the last point is journaling. How you journal, what you journal. In the journaling process, you have to write down few points as bullet points. The first point is, what was the most important lessons you learned in that day? What lessons you have learned? Whether that can be when you have read when you're reading some books, you might have got certain realization, or you are dealing with your colleagues, your family members, you would have learned something, or in your meditation, you would have got certain understanding, whatever it might be. So the first point is, what is the most important lesson you learned? Or what is the important realization you had? Either it can be a lesson or it can be a realization. Already you know something, but it has become perfected. Your understanding got deeper. So you write that as part of the journaling. The second point is, in which areas of life you feel certain improvement is needed? In which aspects of life certain improvement is needed? Whether it can be dealing with your in-laws, or whether it is the way you communicate, or whether it is your thinking pattern. In which areas of your own life you feel certain improvement is needed? Nobody is going to tell you what improvement you need. Only you will tell. Only you will know where, in which area the certain improvement is needed. So the first point is what realization you had, what lessons you learned, or what understanding got fine-tuned. This is the first point. The second point is in which areas you need to work on. The second point. And the third point, how you feel about yourself. How much love you have towards yourself. How much you accept yourself. How deeply you feel proud about yourself. how you are enjoying on the planet Earth. Because this journey is temporary. It's just a matter of time. Every single person is going to vacate the body sooner or later. It's just a matter of time. When there was a plane crash 2 days ago, everybody was in deep pain, everybody was in shock. And everybody started putting in the Facebook, life is so temporary, you have to live the moment. But that realization, it is like, in Telugu, it is called smasana vairagya. So that means only when somebody vacates the body, until the corpse reaches the burial ground, there is a certain vairagya. There is a certain detachment in life. But the next day, again, back to the square one. Same attachments, same living in the same illusions. So this vairagya is only till the smasana, till this burial ground. That should not be the case. The truth is, we are all temporary here. Our journey on the planet Earth is temporary. We all have an expiry date. We are going to vacate the body, that is very much certain. Life is uncertain, but death is certain. Life is uncertain, but death is certain. You vacating the body is certain. So the third point in the journaling process is how much you love yourself, how much you enjoy life, how much you value life. You can give a scale, in the scale of 0 to 10. Today, how much I enjoyed my life. In the scale of 0 to 10, how much I loved myself, how much I forgive myself, how much I appreciated myself, how much I'm kind to myself. In the scale of 0 to 10. 10 being the highest, 0 being the lowest. So you monitor your own progress every day through journaling, and this should be compulsory. And in this whole process of meditating, reading books, listening to, again, there is 1 hour of listening to certain videos which we recommend. So that is also part of the self-discipline. Every day, minimum half an hour to 1 hour, you have to watch some recommended videos. Average of 30 minutes. 30 minutes to 1 hour per day. Don't watch more than that. Don't do binge watching. There is a limit, there is a balance. Every day, maximum 30 minutes to 1 hour. And if you are watching videos in the mobiles, don't keep your mobile so close that don't hurt your eyes. Maintain a certain distance. Or you can close your eyes and keenly focus on the voice. 80% of your energy is consumed through the eyes. You spend 80% of the energy through the eyes. So when you are listening to a recommended YouTube video as part of this course, you can just close your eyes, put your earphones, close your eyes, and focus on it. You have to make sure that you're not wasting the energy. So these are the points in the self-discipline process. And every day you're going to follow it. And if you're going to follow it every single day, and you are not alone, collectively, so many people are there. And this group energy helps you to be more disciplined. If you want to do it by yourself, you need a lot of motivation. You need a lot of willpower. But with the group energy, what happens? You are taken with that, along with that group energy. Your very own effort becomes lesser because the group energy is there. Because everybody is doing the assignments, everybody is sincere, everybody is doing better, I follow it. So you will have this motivation, you will have this discipline coming to you naturally. In the classroom, if everybody is sincere, naturally you will become sincere. So the group energy helps you. So these points are very important. And this will be maintained all the days. And now when it comes to Saturday, Sundays, before I go to the Saturday, Sunday, in any day, in any given day, if you have any questions, you write it down. Okay. And you can send the questions to a particular email. If it is a real important question, that question you have to make efforts to find the answer. See, this is very important. In the TOT program, just because you got a question, you should not ask it. The first step is you have to make efforts to find out the answer by yourself. That's how you become a master. Use your own intent to discover the answers, either by referring to books or by sitting in more intense meditation or by intensely observing the nature. Try to figure out the question yourself first. And still, you cannot figure out the answer. Or you got some understanding, but you're not satisfied with it. Then you should raise that question. You can ask the question in a certain way that you say, I have this question. I made my efforts to find out the answer. I got some understanding, but I need greater understanding. I want to fine-tune my own understanding. Can you answer this question? So that is the right question. That kind of question is the right question. If you don't make any effort to know the answer and you're simply asking the question, then that is not the right question. And there is something called a stupid question. The definition of a stupid question is that question neither helps you nor helps others. That is a stupid question. Any question neither helps you in your evolution, neither it helps in your evolution, nor it helps others' evolution. That is called a stupid question. You are asking the question just out of curiosity. It neither benefits you nor it benefits others. That is a stupid question. So stupid questions will not be entertained. When you ask the right question, we are so happy to answer. We'll feel proud. The way you ask the questions, I'll come to know how sincere you are. So this is the right way to ask the question. Before you ask a question, in the Saturday, Sunday program, there will be opportunity to ask live questions. In the Saturday, Sunday program, you just introduce yourself, quickly introduce yourself, your name, which country you are from, what you do. And then before you ask the question, you should write down the question first. Write down the question on a piece of paper. Let the question be precise, straight to the point. You should not go round and round. So for that, you have to write down the question first and simplify it. And then you can ask the question so that you're not wasting time. The question should be straight to the point, simple and straight to the point. And you should ask the question only after you doing your own homework. So that is the way you ask the question. So everybody will be given a choice. And suppose you have any questions in the meantime, you don't have an opportunity to ask the questions, you can email us. And we'll have a set of questions and we will sort out the frequently asked questions, and those questions will be answered in the Saturday, Sunday program. The common questions, the repeated questions will be answered in the Saturday, Sunday program. And we will maintain strict, Saturday, Sundays, we will maintain strict time, only 90 minutes. We will not exceed the time. So this 90 minutes, I want all of you to be committed. Take a glass of water or a bottle of water next to you, book, pen. It is recommended you take quick shower, wear a nice set of clothes. So these things are, preparing yourself to be more disciplined, to be more sincere, more attentive. And we always start the session with a few minutes of meditation. And for the people who have more time, they can do 1 hour meditation in the evening also. So the minimum compulsory is 1 hour per day. But you can add 1 more hour in the evening, if time permits. That is your choice. So we have a fully functional team with a lot of in detail attention given. So that the idea is, if you are trained and qualified by BHF, that means you are a teacher of class. You are a teacher of substance. Okay. So that gives a certain credibility. And also it gives a confidence to you in your own journey. As I said before, you have to teach. The more you teach, the more you evolve, the more you grow. So teaching is very much part of being a student. Unless you are a good student, you cannot be a great teacher. Unless you are a great teacher, you cannot continue your journey as a good student. Right? So both are intertwined. And tomorrow, in detail, we will speak about assignments, and also we'll speak about the retreats. So we have announced the retreats, 2 retreats, one in November, one in December. That is a signature program. That is the retreats I've been doing since 2017. So it is the same signature program which will continue. And the participants who attend that 10 days retreat, by default, they are eligible in the 21 days physical retreat schedule. So I'll speak more about it tomorrow. And also I'll share about the assignments. What are the kinds of work assignments you will be sending us to the team? So we will send you a link. We try to make it user-friendly, simplify it. So we'll be sending you a link. And when you click the link, the Google form will open. So you just need to type in the details and your assignment is submitted. Okay. And mostly the assignment will be, for example, we have given the 10 books, recommended books. So while you are reading the book 1 hour every day, after reading the book, you have to just write down what are the most important points you learned from the book. Just the most important points, just 3-4 points. That you have to write it down, and that is part of your assignment. So we know that yes, you have read the book. Suppose we send you a video, and watching the whole video, what is the highlight of the video? What are the points you learned from that video? So that becomes an assignment, right? And we will ask you to do certain experiments. What is the result of the experiment? So that becomes your assignment. So this journey is going to be very fun-loving, very motivated, and it will be a journey of joy. If your intention is to evolve, if your intention is to live a meaningful life, if your intention is to live a happy life, if your intention is to live a healthy life, this TOT program is really the greatest gift you are giving it to your own self. Okay. So we'll see you again tomorrow, and tomorrow in detail, we'll discuss about retreats and assignments and other things. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow. And also, as regular, Sunday session will be there, 5 p.m. India time. We'll do intense meditation, group meditation, and there will be some discussion on the retreats. And after that, 7 p.m., we'll discuss in more detail about assignments, and we'll take certain questions if you have any questions. Again, the question should be written down, and you need to ask the question straightforward, and the question should be helpful to you, and the question should also be helpful to others. Thank you. Namaste to all. See you tomorrow.